Okay, so here's another nice technique for kind of stretching and mobilization for the scapula and the pecs and the shoulders. So you're going to stand to the side of the patient's shoulders. So the one hand, your hand is close towards the head. It's going to come underneath the shoulder closest towards you, reaches underneath to the opposite shoulder. So you're kind of doing a shearing motion. And then when you're at the opposite shoulder, you're going to come back. But as you come back, when you reach the scapula on the same side that you're standing to, you're going to hook your fingers, and then you're going to stretch that scapula. You're going to pull that scapula out towards you. So starting with your fingers on the underneath the shoulder on the same side, you're going to come underneath the back until you're right up on the opposite side, opposite shoulder. And then from there, you're going to return. But as you're doing that, when you hit the inside border of the scapula you're working on, you're going to lift your fingers up and you're going to hook it. And you're going to pull that scapula out. And as you're hooking it and you're pulling it, you're stretching it. As you're pulling that scapula towards you, you're going to place your other hand on top of that, the shoulder closest towards you, and you're going to shear right across under the clavicles on the pecs, and then you're going to use your palm and hook into the ball of the opposite shoulder, and you're going to push. So you're pulling the same side scapula towards you, and you're pushing the opposite shoulder away from you. Okay, so you're basically hooking the scapula, pulling it towards you, and pushing the opposite shoulder away from you. So it's like this. Yeah, so just like this. Shoulder, the hand that's underneath as it's returning, hooks under the scapula closest towards you and pulls it towards you, and the other hand pushes on top and pushes the shoulder on the opposite side away from you. Let's do that on the other side, see what it looks like. Okay, hand underneath the shoulder closest towards you, you're going to stroke. You're going to shear stroke under the shoulder. And if you're a big person, you may not be able to do this because they might be too heavy. Your fingers are on the opposite shoulder now, and then it comes back. You're pulling that hand back towards you. As it approaches the same side scapula on the medial border of the scapula, you're going to lift your fingers up. You're going to hook the medial border of the scapula and pull it towards you. As you're doing that, you place your hand on the same side shoulder on the front, and you're going to stroke right across the pecs under the clavicle. And then when you hit the opposite shoulder on the front and the ball, you're gonna hook that opposite shoulder with the palm of your hand, and you're gonna push. You're gonna push away with that hand on top on the opposite shoulder, and you're gonna pull the scapula on the same side towards you. So you're doing a nice shear, nice fascial shear. Hold and release. Very nice technique. But like I said, if it's a really big person on your table, you may not be able to come underneath them, and they'll be too heavy. But it's something you could try, basically.